Tonight I'm just going to be going through my collection, sort of trying to decide what I want to keep and what I would like to try to sell. I'm going to be going to the Barrie Game Exchange on September 16th, the Saturday. I'm going to try to sell a bunch of stuff. Michelle will be there with me, so it'll be fun. All right, so I'm going to start going through my games, I guess. I thought I'd go through them sort of from newest to oldest. So I'm going to start with Xbox. Although the Xbox collection is a little bit tricky because I feel like who the hell wants physical Xbox games other than me 2 years ago? I don't think anyone does. So I don't know how much of this stuff is actually going to sell that I want to sell, but I know there's some stuff in here that I definitely just don't need to have sitting on my shelf. Okay, so I have everything, as I said, precariously balanced, alphabetized, because that's how I keep everything. So this is Abzu, which is a fun sort of underwater type game, sort of like Underwater Journey, but without the multiplayer stuff. I like this game. I don't think I'm ever going to play this game again, so I think I'm going to sell it. Oops. Try not to hit my microphone with the games. Little price sticker. And then I'm just going to throw everything on the dog bed on the floor beside me and sort through it later. Next up is Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot, the first cases. I am a sucker for detective games. I buy all the Sherlock games, but this one is not one that I particularly liked. Although I also finished it. Don't need it. Will sell it. America's Greatest Game Shows, Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! I'm probably going to keep this one. I love game shows. I've played a bit of the Jeopardy and a bit of the Wheel of Fortune too. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one. Batman Return to Arkham. Hey Ricardo, thank you for the sub. Unexpected that I kept Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. I'm a huge game show fan. Okay, so Batman Return to Arkham has Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. I love Arkham Asylum. I probably actually will play it again at some point, so I'm going to keep this one. Telltale Batman. This game was fine. I'm never going to play it again, so I'm going to sell it. Yeah, mystery games are fun. I really like most of the Sherlock Holmes ones that come out, the Frogwares ones. I'm actually playing through Sherlock Holmes The Awakened right now. This is Black Sad. It's like a special edition too that comes with a bunch of stuff. It comes with like this doesn't move much. A pack of postcardy things, the game. This is kind of works like a Telltale kind of detective-y game, with a bunch of anthropomorphized animals. I thought this game was okay, but I also don't need it anymore. I'm not going to play it again, so I'm going to sell this. Oh, I probably should check the disc to make sure the right one's in there. Do it now rather than having to go through it again later. Thank you for the reminder of that. Apparently it's September. Not for submissives, but for subscriptions. Huh. Let me check the other ones. Abzu. Yes. Hercule Poirot. Yes. And Batman. Yes. Could be for both. Good point. Yeah, I'm just sort of selling my collection because I'm feeling that I don't need most of these things, and I don't know. The having physical has become less important to me. Thank you, Black Atlas. Okay, so here in my Xbox collection is where you're going to see a lot of bad financial choices that I look back on and go, what the fuck is wrong with you? From the last couple years, where I would have a game digitally, play through it, and then be like, oh, but I want the physical version, which, looking back, was just a waste of money. But, yeah. So one of these games that I bought, even though I've already played, was Blasphemous. You can see it's not even unsealed because I already owned it. I really like Blasphemous, so part of me is like, maybe I should keep it. What does it have? It has a map and stickers. Should I keep it for a map and stickers? I'm gonna have to open it first, which I haven't done in a year or so. Should I open it and take out the stickers? I know. Maybe I'll keep Blasphemous for stickers. I'll have to open it later, though. Actually, let's open it now so that I can see what the stickers are. Hate sealed games. Oh my! When I was at Retro World Expo this past weekend, people had so much shit graded. That is a ridiculous practice. Just nonsense. Oh, I'm gonna have a big mess after this. Sorry. So much plastic. Blasphemous 2 is already out. I bought it. I just haven't started it yet because it came out and then I had to go to Retro World. Okay, so what do we have? We have a disc. We have something that's very small and folded up. This is... Well, that's underwhelming. Just kind of a brown landscape. Okay. A code for a soundtrack. Oh, and the tiniest little stickers. Kind of regretting keeping this for this, but whatever. This is not a map. I would not call this thing a map, but I do like these stickers. I can put them on my laptop with all my vampire stickers. All right. Keeping Blasphemous, I guess. Yeah, I think digital and emulators are more convenient. I don't really worry about things happening to the games. I think of all the digital games I've played, there's been maybe 2, 3. Scott Pilgrim went away digitally, and I couldn't get it back after I bought it the first time, although then they re-released it and everything. I'm not sure what else. Like, I feel like it's... If I buy it and I play it, and 10 years down the road, it's like, oops, can't get it again. Whatever, I got my money's worth. And if I buy it and I didn't play it and 10 years later, I can't get it, then I'm stupid and I should have played it. So, speaking of stupid, here's another sealed game. It is Bloodstained. Again, had this digitally, had played it, and then just wanted a physical copy. I still have the sticker from wherever I bought it, so I'm going to sell this. Just pass that one right along. I really like Bloodstained too. If you are into Bloodstained, Michelle over at PD_Puff was playing. Yeah, she's been playing it. Did she get the first boss? Borderlands, a handsome collection. I don't love the Borderlands games. I don't think I will ever play them again. So I'm going to sell this one. Oh. Michelle does know a lot about drinks. She's always posting fun cocktails. Always getting me to buy weird liqueurs. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. I really love this game, and I actually do think I want to play this again. I've actually kind of wanted to make a video on this, or include this in a video of some kind at some point. I also pretty sure I don't have this digital, so I'm going to keep this one. The first boss of Bloodstained was way harder than most of the other bosses I found. Like, I found you're kind of low level and getting used to the controls and things. I had trouble with it as well. Yeah, Brothers is great. Control. I really like this game. I kind of do want to play the Alan Wake DLC at some point. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but it might, so I'm going to keep Control. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I really love the Crash games, especially 2. Sort of 1. Not so much 3, but I'm going to keep this as well. Control is why you're named Jess? That's awesome. Oh, hey, Austin83. Thank you. I decided I wanted to start to be a hair scarf person. So I'm trying that out. Crash Bandicoot 4. I have bad memories associated with this game, and I never finished it, and I'm never going to finish it, so I'm going to sell it. Gone. Dark Pictures, Man of Medan. Actually, let's do all 4 of these in one go. Got all of the Dark Pictures. Devil in Me, Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes. I've played these all. It's possible I'll play these again. These are a fun one to play, sort of couch co-op, so it's possible I will try these again, so I'm going to keep these ones. Oh, I think that takes my keep numbers above my selling for the first time. The Crash one is really difficult. Dark Souls Trilogy. Obviously going to keep this. My friends have been all replaying or playing for the first time the Dark Souls series, and they've been doing a lot of co-op, and I told them I would join them once they get to Dark Souls 3, so keeping that for sure. Deadpool. This is one of the games that is no longer available digitally. That said, I like this game a lot. I don't think I'm ever going to play this game again. So hopefully there's someone out there who's like, man, I really wish I could get Deadpool, but it's not available digitally, and they will appreciate this, so I'm going to sell this. Yeah, I think someone might want it for that. The game's really fun, although I found it was longer than it should have been, even though it wasn't that long. I was just like, after about 3 hours, I was like, okay, I get it. I've had enough. Dead Rising 3. Not a great game, honestly. I think this was the first game I bought on Xbox One. I'm gonna keep it anyway, just because I've got all the Dead Rising games, and spoiler, I'm gonna be keeping all my Dead Rising games. Dead Rising 4, even worse. Still keeping it. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. I just don't get on with arcane games, and I thought maybe this one I will, because it's like shorter. I'm gonna hold on to this. I never actually gave it a shot, so I will keep this one. Man, I'm keeping a lot more than I expected. Doom and Doom Eternal. Doom is like one of my probably top 20 games of all time. Love it. Don't like Doom Eternal as much, but I don't know. I might want to replay it again sometime. Dragon Age Inquisition. I always kind of wanted to replay this, knowing what I know now about not staying in the hinterlands for 20 years, or 20 hours, or years, whatever. I'm going to hang on to this. I like my Dragon Age. Oh, another sealed game. 20th anniversary, Duke Nukem 3D World Tour. I did not buy this. This was a strange gift. I don't need this. I'm going to sell this. I don't even know what this is. Is this just like a remaster or all new episode 5? I don't know what that means, but I don't need this game. Elden Ring. I honestly doubt I'm going to play Elden Ring again, but who knows? I might change my tune in 5 years or something, so I will keep that. It is sealed. I could get it graded. Sell it for a stupid amount of money. And get that, the Bloodstained graded as well. Next up, I have The Evil Within 1 and 2. 2 is not open yet. I've played 1. I really enjoyed it. I haven't played 2 yet, so I'll hang on to these. I do plan to play 2 at some point. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that this was a really good game. I'm pretty sure it was on my top 10 of the year in 2021, whatever year it came out. That said, I don't think I will ever play it again, so I will sell this. Oh, I have so many sealed games. Fucking idiot moron. Hades. You know how many times I've bought Hades? I think 4. I think I bought it on Switch because it didn't come out on Xbox at first, digitally. I'm pretty sure I bought a physical on Switch, which I think I've sold already. I bought it digitally on Xbox, and then I bought it physically on Xbox because I'm a dummy. I don't need this. I'm selling this. Yeah, Hades is great. Very fun game. Not worth buying 4 times probably, but definitely worth buying once. Oh, also I have just a Dark Souls 3 in a case with no manual or anything. I don't need 2 Dark Souls 3s. I don't know who's going to want just a disc, although I guess some people do buy that stuff. Apparently I bought that stuff, so... Immortals Phoenix Rising. This is actually one of the few recent open world games that I actually really liked. I really liked the sort of style. It was a gorgeous game. Will I play it again? Maybe, possibly. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, nobody talks about it. Although I just heard that the planned sequel, which I hadn't heard anything about, has been canceled. So that's too bad. I don't have Transformers Devastation, no. Inside and Limbo. I like both of these. I'm going to keep this. Ken Follett's Pillars of the Earth. I'm not sure why I bought this. I don't think I'm ever going to play it. I've never read the books or anything. So, yeah, I'm going to sell this one. Kingdom Majestic. I love the Kingdom games. They're great. And while I do have them all digitally, I think I have them all digitally. I like them. I also have the sort of big box for it, which I like. So I'm going to keep this just because I love this game. All right, what do we have now? Oh, La Mulana 1 and 2. This is a very puzzle heavy, like riddle heavy, trap heavy Metroidvania that's really good. I haven't beat either of them because they're very, very difficult and you need to like make notes and map your own stuff. I actually have a giant physical edition for it. It comes with like a puzzle and a book and a bunch of cool stuff. I'm gonna keep them because I haven't finished them, and they're really cool games. Where am I gonna put this box? Ugh. Like not sliding blocks in the way that I hate. Like occasionally, like pushing a block onto a button or something, but not like a sliding puzzle, really. Little Nightmares 2. Finished this. Liked it. Like really liked half of it and felt okay about half of it. I don't think I'm gonna play this again. I'm gonna sell this one. Hopefully there's people looking for Xbox games in Barrie. Oh. Another game that's sealed. I don't think I bought this either. This is Mega Man 11. Anyone? Should I play Mega Man 11? Is it worth it? Should I just sell it? I've really only played Mega Man 2. That's the entirety of my Mega Man experience. I feel like I'm not going to play this. So I'm going to sell this. Too many sealed games. Get them out of here. Or just unwrap them. Metro Redux. I liked both of the Metro games. I don't think I will ever play them again. I finished them both, so I'm going to sell this. I was worried that Lily, she hasn't sat on her dog bed, which is right here where I'm throwing all the games. I had this feeling that she would just decide now for the first time in months, today is the day I need to sleep on the dog bed, just because she has like a sixth sense and she knows I was going to throw stuff on it. But somehow that didn't happen. Akami. Started this a couple times, never got too far into it. I keep hearing that it's like a long game for this kind of genre, which kind of turns me off. I probably don't need this. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this. I feel like I would have played it by now if I was going to play it. And now we have both of the Ori games. I've got Ori and the Blind Forest, which is just the regular edition, I think. And then I've got Ori and the Will of the Wisps in the Steelbook. I've also got the big collector's edition for Ori. I think these are gorgeous games, and I will keep them. Phoenix Point. This is made by the people who made XCOM, which kind of excited me, but something about it, because it's on Game Pass, something about the way it controls, it's just like a little bit different than XCOM that kept throwing me off, and I just couldn't really get into this. Also, it's still fucking sealed. I don't need this. I'm not gonna play this. I don't think I'll make 10K from this. I don't think my collection is worth that much. Like a few thousand, probably. Hopefully. A Plague Tale Innocence. I really like this game. I'm going to keep it. Hey, Todd P. Quantum Break. Sealed again because it was on Game Pass. I liked Quantum Break okay. Not Remedy's best work, and the FMV like TV segments were, I don't know, didn't fit all that well. I'm gonna sell this one. Rayman Legends, another game that I think I've bought this at least 3 times, but I love Rayman Legends. This is like in my top 10 games of all time, so I'm just gonna keep this. Even though I have it digitally everywhere, but Resident Evil 4. So this is not the new Resident Evil 4 remaster. This is the old Resident Evil 4 remaster. I probably won't play this. Might get the new remaster, but I doubt I will play this one again. Although it has been, yeah, they just remastered it, like put it out this year sometime, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I originally played this on GameCube. And I played through the first chapter of the new one with Michelle a little while ago. Resident Evil Village. Love Resident Evil Village. We'll probably play it again sometime, so I'm going to keep this one. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I might play this again. I really liked the first new Tomb Raider more than the other 2 that came out, but I do like the series still. Saints Row 4 and Gat Out of Hell. Love Saints Row 4. Didn't love Gat Out of Hell, but I will probably play this again at some point. Scream Ride. I might play this again. Scream Ride is like a roller coaster creator, but the part of this that I like isn't about making roller coasters. It's just about launching giant like balls into buildings and trying to knock down as many of them as you can, and I find that incredibly satisfying, so I'm gonna keep Scream Ride. Here is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I think was the worst of the new Tomb Raiders. Oh, it's a nice... Oh, what's in here? Postcards. I might sell this. I didn't like this one much compared to the first 2, so I think I'm actually gonna sell this one. Maybe someone will like a nice steel case. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. This is my favorite of the Frogwares Sherlock Holmes games, so I'm gonna definitely keep this one. Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. As the games went on, they kind of got a little more action-y for a Sherlock Holmes game, which I didn't love, but I'm still gonna keep this. Cine Mora EX. This is a very story-heavy shoot-'em-up that involves time manipulation. I actually reviewed this on the channel a while back. I didn't love it. I'm going to sell this one. Yeah, Scream Ride is very unique. It's a pretty cool game. It's like kind of like a roller coaster tycoon, but way more destructive. I just didn't like that no one would stop talking. It's just like talk, 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 talk. Slow down the gameplay, cutscene in the middle. Like just let me shoot spaceships, please. Song of the Deep. This is a very cute underwater Metroidvania. I'm gonna keep this one. Oh, I don't see too many people talk about this, but it's a pretty fun game. Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I was really excited when this came out again because I used to play Spyro 1 a ton on PS1, but then when I started replaying it, it was a little bit on the dull side, like a little too easy, a little too not much going on. So I think I'm going to sell Spyro. Yeah, I think the Song of the Deep was a GameStop exclusive or something like that. Oh, GameStop published it. That's interesting. Jedi Fallen Order. This was a pretty fun game. Not going to play it again, so I'm going to sell this one. All right, State of Decay 1 and 2. So I feel like these are both going to be... Hey, Donovan Viper, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. I don't think I found anything worth too much so far, but... yeah, I feel like these are both always going to be on Game Pass. I really oh, I'm backwards. I really like State of Decay 1. I don't love State of Decay 2. I'm keeping, whatever, I'll keep them. Super Lucky's Tale. This was a really cute 3D platformer. I played it, and then they re-released it, sort of like with extra content, and I played it again, so I think I'm probably done with it. I can sell this one. Sunset Overdrive. I love this game. This is such a fun one. I feel like this one's kind of overlooked as well, but yeah, this is fun. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, we're almost done the Xbox One games. I've made a huge mess over here. Titanfall 2. This is sealed. Why do I have this? I've definitely played this. I didn't finish it, but I played it. But it must have got sold and rebought? I don't know. I don't need this. I'm not going to play anymore. This is Tomb Raider 2013. 13? I think so. I like this one. I'm going to keep this one. Vampire. I love this game. This is another one I feel is a little bit underrated. I would love if Don't Nod made a Vampire 2. This is so good. I'm definitely keeping this because I want to play it again. What else? Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. What does this have? It has a game manual with it. Wow, a game manual. It's not that useful, but whatever. Oh, a little compendium in here. A letter, Dear Gamer. Oh, a map, an actual map. Better than the map of Custodia, I would say. Upside down. This isn't the whole thing, it comes out more. I don't think I'm ever going to play The Witcher again. I got sort of tired of it enough the first time that I don't feel a need to go back to it, I don't think. So I will sell The Witcher. I want to find just like a really well done map of like one of my favorite worlds and just to like have as art. That would be Wolfenstein and Wolfenstein 2. Love both of these games. We'll keep both of these games. And lastly, XCOM 2. Obviously going to keep this. I love XCOM 2, even though it's still not properly optimized and it still crashes on Xbox about once an hour, which sucks, but I'm keeping this. All right, so that's it for Xbox One and Xbox Series. I do have, this is stupid, I do have 5 PS4 games. Do I have a PS4? No, I do not. Do I have a PS5? No. I do not. Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. I'm pretty sure these came out on Xbox. I'm pretty sure. I don't need this. God of War, still haven't played it. But again, I don't have a PlayStation. Horizon Zero Dawn, this was fun. I liked it. Last of Us, fun. Until Dawn, one of my favorites. I don't need any PlayStation 4 games. I'm going to sell all of these. Well, I had a PS4 at one point. I don't know why I got rid of the console and not the games. But yes, these are all getting sold. All right, so next we are going on to the Switch, which I own a lot of games for, considering how infrequently I play my Switch. Starting out, we have Castlevania Anniversary Collection. I'm pretty sure this is the only place I own most of these games. I keep trying to play through Castlevania 1, and it is so hard. I have licked a Switch cartridge. It didn't taste good. I'm going to keep this because I don't have these anywhere else. So, yeah. Keep that. Oh, this mess over here is making me anxious. I also have Cathedral, which is a Metroidvania that is very good. This is from Premium Edition Games. I have like a whole little box for it and everything. It's really well done. Like comes with the soundtrack and like an illustrated game manual, which is really cool. I sort of bounced off this game because it was really difficult, but I would like to finish it at some point. So I am going to keep Cathedral. Yeah, Castlevania 1 is really difficult, but I would like to play some Simon's Quest. I've never played it, but I feel like that game is kind of more up my alley than 1. Next, we have Cthulhu Saves Christmas. This is another one by Limited Run. I actually liked this game quite a bit. It's like a sort of JRPG about Cthulhu saving Christmas. It's a nice short one. I had a lot of fun with it. Probably won't play it again though, so I'm going to sell this one. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Limited Run stuff, though almost none of it ordered from Limited Run. So I've never waited 3 years for anything. Yeah, I was inspired to play Castlevania 1 because I went and saw Bit Brigade, and you know how they like play through an entire game while they play the music? And the guy playing through Castlevania 1 just like made it look like a stroll through the park, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't look that hard." And then I tried it and it was that hard. So I have no idea how much I would ask for Cthulhu Saves Christmas. I will get around to pricing things later on. Cotton Reboot is the next one. I played through this and it was fine. I probably won't play it again. It's sort of like a shoot 'em up or a cute 'em up, but yeah, it was all right. It's so sad. This just this whole big package for this tiny little cartridge. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this. No, I don't think I'm gonna make a video on Baldur's Gate 3. I will definitely talk about it once I beat it on an update video, but no, I find like 100-hour RPGs to just the thought of structuring a video around one seems exhausting. So no, I won't be doing a real video on it. Danganronpa Decadence, which is I think the first 4 Danganronpa games. I did play through the first one on this actual cartridge, which was good. And then I started playing through the second one on Xbox, and I was like, oh, I never need to play this game again. I've gotten everything need from it, so I'm going to sell this. Next is Darius Burst EX, Another Chronicle. Did I play this? Local co-op up to 4 players. Oh, that sounds kind of fun. I feel like I've played a little bit of this, but not a ton. I might hang on to this. Dust, An Elysian Tale. I don't know about this one. So this is sort of, not really Metroidvania, like kind of like more of a beat 'em up kind of gameplay. Beautiful, beautiful artwork and a really nice soundtrack. I don't think I'll ever play this again. Probably not. Yeah, I can sell this. Another limited run. I also have the vinyl for this. But Finding Teddy 2. This is another Metroidvania. Surprise, surprise. But it uses music for a lot of your abilities, which is pretty cool. I don't think I'll ever play this again. I already finished it. I can sell this one. Yeah, that sounds right for for Dust. All right. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I loved this game. I did already play through and finish it. This was on my top games of the year in whatever year it came out. I might actually replay this again at some point because I really like this. I'm going to keep it. Here we go. It's Hollow Knight. Have I ever played this on Switch? No. Will I ever play this on Switch? No. Did I buy this entire collector's edition just because I wanted this little guy? Yes. It also comes with a cute little glasses cleaning cloth with Hollow Knight stuff on it. Yeah, it's a pretty box. I think I'll probably just sell the game because, again, I'm never going to play this on Switch. But just, I'm going to keep the collector's edition box. I think it was worth it. Like, it's been displayed somewhat prominently in my apartment for the entire time I've had it. It brings me joy when I look at it. So, yeah, I think it was worth like $100 or 100 whatever for that little brocade thing. Oh, it's a map. It comes with a map of Hollow Nest. That's nice. Yeah, it's a really nice collector's edition. It comes with a little instruction manual. Yeah, I will sell the game on its own and just keep all the stuff that came in the box. I find it hard to compare Hollow Knight to Dark Souls considering one's 2D and one's 3D. I feel like I'm much better at Hollow Knight than Dark Souls. But I don't know. I also find dying 20 times to a boss in Dark Souls not nearly as annoying as dying 20 times in Dying 20 times in Hollow Knight not nearly as annoying as dying 20 times in Dark Souls. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of the like endgame stuff is incredibly difficult, probably more difficult than Dark Souls, but just the like overall game, I would say a bit easier. Next thing is The House in Fata Morgana, which is a visual novel. I played a couple hours of this on an airplane, and I didn't like it. And so many people have been just like, just play a couple more hours and it'll get really good. But I don't think I ever will. So I'm going to sell this one. This is another limited run. Ita. This is a cute sort of boss-focused bullet hell kind of top-down game. It's pretty cute. I got like a few bosses in and then kind of fell off it, but I'm going to keep this since I haven't beat it yet. Yeah, exactly. I can't do the, oh, just wait 10 hours, it'll be fine. Like, if something doesn't strike me as good pretty quickly, then, there's so many other things to play. Next up. This is another one. I don't know why I bought this. This is The Lion Song and the Flower Collectors. I love The Lion Song. It's a beautiful, like, graphic narrative adventure. I played it on PC, and I played The Flower Collectors, which is also pretty good on PC. And I was like, but I need a physical version. Unopened. Never going to play it on Switch. Bad decision. I'm going to sell this. I don't even need to emulate. I own it. Like, I own it digitally. Little Inferno. I love this game. This is a simple little game about buying things and throwing them in a fireplace and setting them on fire. And that's all you do. And I think I've played through it all like 3 times. I have it on PC. That's where I played it first. And then I got this from Super Rare, and you can use the touchscreen controls, and it makes it even more fun. I'm keeping this. Yeah, you can just touch screen it. It's amazing. I'm pro emulation. Emulate whatever you can. I'm also very lazy. So like emulating disc-based games, totally like doing that. I know for some things like PS1, PS2, some people have to like really work at it to make it work. I'm not really willing to do that, but if it's easy, yes, I like it. And if you like things that are difficult, go for it. But yeah, emulation is great. And I would love to get a Mister. In fact, that's what I've been thinking about doing, because I've even got like the analog NT and the analog Mega whatever. And I was saying I could just sell those too, like a mini turbo graphics. I just put it all on a Mister. Um, Next up is Live Alive, Live a Live. I literally ask that every single time. I started this and I didn't like it. I know everyone likes this game, but I don't know. If it's pre PS1 and it's a JRPG, there's just a disconnect and I can't get into it. So I'm going to sell this. But I also want to find just like a service or a person where I can be like, you take this money and you build this for me. And then I play. Both of the Mario Rabbids, Kingdom Battle is the first one, and Spark of Hope is the new one. I have been very, very slowly playing Spark of Hope. I really like these games. I think the Rabbids are so cute, and I love tactics games, so I'm going to keep both of these. Yeah, I have so many Switch games for someone who never plays Switch. You know what I play on Switch? Slay the Spire and Ring Fit Adventure. Those are my top 2 games on the Switch by far. Metroid Dread. I don't need this. I already played this. I'm never going to play it again. Made a whole video on it. Made a bunch of people mad. And then we have the Metroid Prime Remaster. I started this, and I think I missed a control setting because I couldn't handle not being able to use my second stick for look, and then a friend told me, actually, you can. And I was like, oh, well, I'll have to get back to this. I haven't gotten back to it yet, but I will eventually. I think I've got Mario Kart Digital. I will never get a Steam Deck because I don't like handheld gaming. I feel like that's one of those things where I need to like put in like just like make a clip show of just an hour of me saying I don't like handhelds. I don't like playing games on handheld. I don't like small screens. I don't like small buttons. Cause that would be long. Next up is Old School Musical, which is a really interesting rhythm game that sort of takes on a bunch of popular games and sort of emulates them and then puts rhythm games on them. It's actually pretty cute. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this game, but it was fun and I will keep it. Yeah, the only time I game on handheld is literally if I'm on an airplane or somewhere where I cannot have a television or a PC. Someone gave me a Game Boy when I was like 11, and all I played on it was Blackjack, and only when I was in the car. Owlboy, this is, again, a sort of Metroidvania, not really. And it was good. I already beat it. Not gonna play it again. I'm gonna sell it. Paradise Killer. Here's another game I've purchased I think 3 times for this one. So originally it came out on Switch, so I bought it there, I played it there. Then it came out on Xbox, so I bought it there, played it there. And then the physical version came out, and I bought it because I'm stupid. I don't need this. Also, it's still sealed, of course. And Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. I really like Pocky and Rocky 1, especially. 2 is okay. They came out with Reshrined, which is kind of like a remaster, but they definitely updated some things. This game upset me because it's a 2-player co-op game, but you need to unlock co-op mode. So I remember when I got it, like just before Michelle was coming to visit me, and I was like, let's play Pocky and Rocky. Put it in. It's like gain 20,000 stars before you can open co-op mode. And that just upset me. So I never played it again, and now I'm selling it. Yeah, locked co-op is garbage. Like, it's just a game mode. You shouldn't, like, okay, lock extra super hard mode behind beating the game the first time, but like co-op, like play single player enough that you can unlock co-op, that's garbage. Hey, there's Michelle. She can also reiterate how dumb it was. This is Sivariar Delta. I think I finished this. Did I? Maybe? I actually don't remember. I feel like I need to stick this in a system and remember what I did. I'm gonna keep it as not selling for now until I remember what it is. Ring Fit Adventure, obviously not getting rid of this. Somehow I still haven't beat this game. I don't know how many levels there are, but I've been playing this on and off for probably 5 years, and I still haven't finished it yet. But that's, I guess, good, because it gives me reason to keep playing. This is the Sexy Brutale, which is a fantastic time looping mystery game. Do I need it on Switch? No, because I play it on Xbox, so I'm going to sell this. Very good. You should play this game if you haven't yet. I think this was my top game of the year in the year it came out, but... Oh, all right, almost done with the Switch. Next up is Songbird Symphony, and this is another rhythm game. I actually didn't really like this too much. I found the rhythm game parts were exceptionally difficult for such a cute, friendly looking game. So I don't think I ever finished this, but I also don't think I ever will finish it. So I'm going to sell it. Tanuki Justice, which looks kind of similar to Pocky and Rocky. This is a run and gun. It's actually really difficult. I played through the first couple levels, and it kicked my ass, and I doubt I will play much more of it, so I'm going to sell this one. And last, but not least, is Transistor. So, Transistor is not on Xbox, which sucks. I own it digitally on the PlayStation Store, which is where I played it, but I don't have a PlayStation. So I think I'm going to have to keep this one, because this is really the only way I have of playing Transistor. And even though, as far as Supergiant games go, this isn't my favorite in terms of gameplay, it is my favorite in terms of just putting together the presentation, the visuals, and the amazing, amazing soundtrack. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep Transistor. It also comes with a little manual, all the characters and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Exactly. The playing was like, but the soundtrack is amazing, and just how this soundtrack blends into the gameplay and going through the world is just amazing. So I am keeping keeping versus selling for Switch is almost the exact amount of games. I am keeping more Xbox One games than I am selling. Keeping about 2/3, a little less than 2/3. But yes, now I have an even more precarious stack of Xbox 360 games beside me. So that's, I think, my biggest collection that I have. Although I'm probably also, this is the one where I'm probably going to be keeping most of it. I feel I really like Xbox 360. All right, let's get going. Alan Wake. I love Alan Wake. This is a really cool collector's edition. It comes, well, first of all, it looks like a book because he's a writer. It's got stuff in it. It's got a disc which has the soundtrack and then a bonus disc. And then it's just got the game disc, and then it's got the Alan Wake files, which is just a sort of a bunch of information about the town and the characters and everything. So this is a neat collector's edition, and I love Alan Wake, so I'm keeping this. I never played the remaster. I'm looking forward to the sequel coming up soon. Next, we have Akai Katana. I do have a small collection of Xbox 360 shoot-em-ups. I love my shoot-em-ups. Keep this. I'm going to be keeping most of these, I think. Alice Madness Returns, which is another very fun game, sort of like a 3D platformer type game. I like this one a lot. Gonna keep it. Next, we have Alpha Protocol, which is an Obsidian RPG that I never played. I don't have the first Alice game. I might have it digitally or something. I couldn't get into the first one because I played the second one first, and I felt the first one felt very clunky in comparison, so I didn't get very far. But I hear that this is really good. Will I play it? I'm kind of thinking probably not, but espionage RPG. I started this. I played like a first level or something, but I might keep this. So far, I'm keeping everything. Okay, here we go. Batman Arkham Asylum. I already have Arkham Asylum on Xbox One, so I don't need this. Arkham City, also, I already have this on Xbox One. Don't need duplicates of things. I have all the Bioshocks. I'll keep these. I like Bioshock. I especially like Bioshock 2. What's in this one? Is there anything? I feel like there was probably something else in here, like a manual or something. Although it might just be in here now. I do like that Xbox 360 games, like they've got big honkin' manuals, like nicely made. I miss that. Brutal Legend. Never got too far. I played maybe an hour of this, and it was fine. I know it sort of changes genres at some point, but I feel like I'm probably not going to play this. I'm going to sell this. I gave it a shot. Didn't really catch me. Civilization Revolution. This is sort of like a dumbed down version of Civilization so that you can actually play it on a console with a controller. Look, if you're in Canada, you also get 2 manuals because one of them is in French. I don't think I will play this ever again, probably. Although I kind of like it. Maybe I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. Command and Conquer 3. Command and Conquer is one of those series I always wanted to get into because of the FMV, but I've bought many of them. I've never played one of them. Do I need this? Probably not. Hey, it's Trish Helfer. Oh, and the guy from Lost. Oh, and Billy D. Williams. Oh my god, there's so many people in this game. 3 is the good one? Or is a good one? Okay, I'll keep this. Maybe I'll play it one day. CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, Hard Evidence. I used to play a lot of these a while back when they were on like PS2 and things. I don't think I need this. Another couple that I've always wanted to play but haven't gotten around to, The Darkness and The Darkness 2. I think they're just sort of like action-y games. Do I need these? Will I play these? They look neat. Keep it? Okay, I'll keep them. I need so much convincing. Deadly Premonition, obviously keeping this one. I love this game. I never played the sequel. Although the sequel, I think, also only came out on Switch, which, that sucks. Hi, Winterburden, how are you? But yeah, I love Deadly Premonition. This is a fantastic game. Obviously keeping it. Now, as I already said, I will be keeping all of my Dead Rising games because I love them. Dead Rising 1 especially. Dead Rising 2 also. We've got regular Dead Rising 2, and then the remake that they did to put Frank West, the protagonist from the first one, into it, because people liked him better than Chuck over here. Love these games. Definitely keeping them. Next up, we have Dead Space. Dead Space 2. Dead Space 3. I've played a lot of Dead Space. I just played the Dead Space remake this year. Yes, this year. I've never played Dead Space 2, and I've never played Dead Space 3. So I'm going to keep all of these. Death Smiles. This is a good one. I really want... They released digitally Death Smiles 1 and 2, which I'm waiting to go on sale or something. But I really like Death Smiles. It's fun and not overly challenging for a shoot 'em up. Keeping this one. And then we have Dragon Age Origins. I feel like this is supposed to have a cover or something on it. Although I don't think I got rid of it. So I don't know what happened here. Lots of good stuff in here. There's a cloth map, which is exciting. There's Ferelden. Oh no, it's covered in blood. There's a bonus disc. There's the regular disc, and then just a manual. But love me some Dragon Age Origins. Oh. Also love me some Dragon Age 2, so keeping this one. I know people like this one less, but I like this one the best. So, is this reversible? No, it's not. Remember, I think it was Mass Effect that did the reversible cover with Male Shep and Fem Shep. We can probably see in about 10 minutes. Yeah, Dragon Age 2 Defense Force. It's so good. I don't care that they reuse locations. The characters are amazing. And your companions have their own lives. I love it. Dragon's Dogma. So many people whose opinions I respect absolutely love Dragon's Dogma. I have yet to get around to it, but maybe one day I will. I'm keeping this one. I'm selling almost nothing. I think I'm at 4 selling so far. Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. I think I can stand to get rid of this. I actually really like this game. It's a good combination of sort of action, stealth, story. But I've also finished it and probably won't replay it again. There we go, up to 5. Oops. Yeah, Andy Serkis is Monkey. What do we have here? Fable 2 and Fable 3. I played Fable 3 to completion. I don't know if I ever finished Fable 2. I kind of don't think I'll ever get back to these games again, so I think I can sell both of these. Fable 2 has a bonus disc. Yeah, I'm gonna sell these ones. I think I've played some of Fable 1 on, like, the original Xbox, maybe? That's where it came out, right? I'm looking forward to Fable 4 whenever we hear any more information about that game. Fallout New Vegas. And Fallout 3. I don't think I'll ever play these again. I really liked Fallout 3 when it came out, even if I was disappointed it wasn't a CRPG. Fallout New Vegas was also really good, even though I tried to play this a couple years back and I just couldn't get back into it at all. Yeah, I think I'll sell both of the Fables, Fallouts. See if there's anything extra in this New Vegas. Nope, just double manuals. No, I'm not playing Starfield until I finish Baldur's Gate 3. Jurassic Park, the game. This is the Telltale game. I don't think I'll ever play this again because I finished it, but I also really love Jurassic Park and having Jurassic Park things on my shelf. I also think this is, for an Xbox 360 game, a little bit on the rare side. Yeah, I'm not going to play this again. I'm going to sell this, I think. One of those things where if I can sell it at the show, I'll do it. If it doesn't sell there, then I'll probably keep it rather than take it to a store. But L.A. Noire. This was a fun game. I liked it. I don't think I'll ever play it again. Oh, how many discs is this? 3 discs? Amazing. I have to keep all that face tracking ability. Yeah, I can sell this. Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend. A podcast, the Abnormal Mapping podcast, they talked about this and I bought it, but I haven't got around to playing it. I actually have never played much Tomb Raider until the new ones. I had a demo, like of the first one on a PS1 demo disc, but otherwise I really haven't played any early Tomb Raider. Will I ever play this? I don't know. Of the that one's okay. All right, I'll hang on to this. Maybe I'll get around to it at some point. Lost Odyssey. This is the best of the relatively few JRPGs that are available on Xbox 360. I really like this game. It's got a great cast of characters and a good story and yeah, cool mechanics and things. I'm gonna keep this one. And now we have all the Mass Effect. Okay, so first of all, I have just regular old Mass Effect. The first one, I'm going to sell this because I also have the collector's edition. So sell regular edition Mass Effect. Where are we? Yep. Actually, this is one that I had to do a little bit of hunting for. I think I just picked it up maybe last year or 2 years ago. Oh, it's sticky and there's dog hair all over it. Whatever. It's fine. So it's got the case. It's got a nice steel case with sarin on it. It's got the discs here, which is a bonus content and the regular game disc. Oh, it's got an ad for Battlestar Galactica. It has a Galactic Codex Essentials. Oops. Yeah, this is just like about the different creatures and things in the game. It's got the regular game manual, and then it has a little art book in it as well. It's a pretty nice little collector's edition. So obviously keeping this guy. So now we have Mass Effect 2 collector's edition. What's in here? Oh, fancy. So we've got steel case, regular manual, bonus disc, regular disc, all kinds of stuff. And then we've got this cute little like Cerberus network thing. It's got like a little card on it. What's it? And then it's got a little tiny art book and a little comic. And art book. Another nice collector's edition. I think I only have like maybe a handful of vinyl that I would like to sell. There's just a few things that I don't really listen to that I don't need. But for the most part, I'm quite happy with my vinyl collection. I know, I loved Mass Effects. Whenever, like, after the first one, I would, like, take the day off work for the second and third one. And then last but not least is Mass Effect 3. Again, here we have another steelbook. And finally, this Shep, the real Shepherd. Even though she doesn't really look like my Shepherd, but whatever. Again, bonus discs, regular game discs, regular manual, and then it's got another little envelope of stuff here. Oh, an N7 patch, Velcro, another a Normandy postcard, another comic book, and then another little art book. I miss taking days off for gaming. It's been a bit. Well, I think when Baldur's Gate came off, I didn't take off the day it came out. I took off the Friday, the day after. Oh yeah, so it's Mass Effect 3. I still haven't played with Male Shepherd. I started with it a couple times and I just couldn't, like, it wasn't Jennifer Hale and it just felt weird to me. So Yeah, I used to um take days off for gaming or call in sick. Like even when I was in like high school, a game would come out and I'd just be like, I'm so sick, mom, I can't go to school. Like, you know, I'm sure she saw right through me, but she let me do it. So, all right, where are we? Back to shoot 'em ups. This is Mushi Hime Sama. I think that's what it's called. Yes. It's the Bug Princess, and it's a fun game. It's very hectic. It's a bullet hell. I'm keeping it. This is Omerta, City of Gangsters, which is a strategy game where you're playing during like Prohibition era. I tried it. I wasn't a super fan of it, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. And then we have the orange box, which is Half-Life Episode 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2. Honestly, the only thing I ever play on this is Portal. I've never played Team Fortress. I think oh wait, Half-Life Episode 2, Episode 2. No, I think I started Half-Life, the first one. But yeah, all I play is Portal. And then Portal 2, which is amazing. Amazing co-op, especially. But yeah, these are great. Keeping them. We have 83 viewers. That's a lot. I guess that's what happens when you stream on Friday night. This is The Price is Right Decades. As much as I like game shows, I feel like I don't play this one very much. Price is Right. Oh, also R.I.P. Bob Barker. He actually I found out he died while I was playing a game show at Retro World Expo. The host, who's a very sweet man, was very upset about it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of Price is Right Decades. I'm sure people will be just chomping at the bit to buy this one. And next we have Ride-In for, I think, do I not love this one, or is it 5 that I don't like? Might be 5 that I don't like. I should probably just hang on to, I should probably peel off all these ugly stickers and get this off, but I think I'm going to keep this just because I love my shoot 'em ups. I'm pretty sure it's 5 that I don't like and 4 that's still good. I'm not selling Jeopardy. I'm keeping Jeopardy and Wheel. Oh, more. Ride-In Fighters Aces. I will also keep this one. And then we have Rayman Origins. I love me some Rayman, even though the Origins levels are all in the Legends as well. I will keep this one because I like it. I would love a new Rayman. Do you know how many times or how many people I asked while I was at Ubisoft Montpellier and I was like, are you making a new Rayman? And they're like, please, miss, we just want to talk about Prince of Persia. This is The Saboteur, which is a fairly recent pickup. I've heard good things about it. I do actually want to play this, so I will keep it. I'm not going to sell Lily unless someone makes me a really good offer. And then we have Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3, and Saints Row 4. So, I love Saints Row. I have 4 already on Xbox One, so I probably don't need this Saints Row 4. However, I love Saints Row 3, and I still haven't played Saints Row 1 and 2, and I do plan to at some point. So I will keep these, and I will just get rid of 4. Seen it, and more seen it. These games are actually really fun, and I love trivia. And maybe someone will want to play movie trivia with me one day. Plus, I feel like these won't sell for anything, so I'm just going to keep these. Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. This is actually my least favorite of the Frogwares Sherlock Holmes games, but I'm still going to keep it just because I've got most of these, and they're fine. Spec Ops: The Line. This is fun. It's a good game. But I've also finished it and don't think I will ever play it again, so I will get rid of Spec Ops. Star Ocean: The Last Hope. I didn't like this game at all. In fact, the only Star Ocean game I really like is Second Story, so I will part with this one. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I liked this. I'm never going to play this again. Also, this is a game that made me rage so much by crashing in a way that did not make it obvious that the game had crashed. Whew, I got so mad. But I'm going to sell this one. Tornado Outbreak. This is a cute game where you play a tornado and you just have to go around destroying various things. I finished this. I don't need to play it again. I'm going to sell it. Yeah, don't take a shot every time I sell a game. Although, I feel like for 360, this is the safest. The safest you would be. Viva Pinata! I love Viva Pinata. I hate that this isn't shaped like a regular game case. I'll still keep it, though. I like games, like farming games, when they're a little bit weird, like pinatas or graveyards, rather than just sort of normal farming, but I really like this game. I will keep it. The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. This is my favorite Telltale game. I don't feel like I need to keep it, though. Like, I'm never going to play it again. I think they're all on Game Pass. I'm going to sell this. Next up is The Witcher 2. Assassins of Kings. This is the special edition. It's got a quest handbook, which is like a walkthrough kind of guide thing, which is pretty interesting. What else does it have? It's got the regular manual, it's got bonus discs, it's got game soundtrack, and of course, it has a map. Yeah. I'm going to keep this. I love Witcher 2. I think it's a great game. I think it's better than Witcher 3. Yeah. I will keep this. I actually have wanted to play it again because in Act 2, you like choose a direction and it like takes your game in completely opposite ways. So I've always wanted to play again to go down the other path. But yeah, I will keep this. No stickers, unfortunately. And then last, XCOM, Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within. Obviously, I'm keeping my XCOMs because they're like my favorite things. So, yeah, we're keeping that. And now we are done with Xbox 360. All right, so last couple, which I only have a few games for. Original Xbox. I have 9 original Xbox games. So this one's kind of a difficult one for me. Let's just start alphabetically. So we've got Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. This is a game that starts out really good and then kind of dips in quality as it goes. This is also not one that was made backwards compatible, so I can't just like stick this in my new Xbox, unfortunately. So I'm going to sell this one. How old is the original Xbox? That's a good question. Well, this game is, what year does it say? 2005. Bethesda. So, yeah. So getting rid of Call of Cthulhu. I also have Fusion Frenzy, which is a very fun co-op kind of like competitive multiplayer party game. This is really good. It's also available on Game Pass. I'm gonna keep it just in case it goes off Game Pass, even though I kind of feel like, I think it's published by Microsoft. It's probably never gonna go off Game Pass. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this one. All right, next we have Jade Empire, one of the earlier BioWare RPGs. This is a fun one. It also has a very pretty case. It is backwards compatible, so I can just stick this in a newer Xbox and it'll still work. I'm going to hang on to this one. I also have the other BioWare ones. Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2. Like both of these, can still stick these in a new system. We'll keep them. And then all of the rest of the games are games I never want to play, and I don't think they're backwards compatible, but I did QA on all of them, so I'm going to keep them. We've got Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's Green. I remember I remember playing this and testing it, and we were testing multiplayer, and then like we got kicked off the multiplayer servers for some reason. I don't know why that happened, but so the games that I tested were not good. They were like budget games mostly. This was not terrible. It was like a fun zombie shooter. Also Pariah, which is kind of like a Halo knockoff. I didn't actually test this one. This one had just come out when I started working at Groove, but I like almost tested it. So I'm going to keep this one. Warpath basically takes all the assets from Pariah to make it into a multiplayer game. This is the first one I started doing QA on when I started working there. It's just like a multiplayer shoot each other, capture the flag type game. And then the last one is actually a game I hate with every fiber of my being, because when we were testing it, something happened with development and we were getting new builds like every 2 weeks instead of every day. And that was garbage. And this is a bad game. But my names are in the credits, so I'm going to keep it. And then that brings us to the last 3 games for the evening, which are my Sega CD games. I kept 3 Sega CD games despite the fact that I sold my XI. And I have the Mega Drive, whatever it's called, thing to play all of those games. But the first one I kept is Dune, which is an excellent game. I have a whole video on it. It sort of combines point-and-click adventure with very slow real-time strategy. It's a lot of fun. Someone should play this. Someone should buy this. I don't have a way to play it, so I'm selling it. Sega CD is such a cool system. Oh, I also have a second manual for Dune, so whoever buys it gets 2 manuals. Wow. And then I have The Secret of Monkey Island, which, again, this is like a PC game. Why would I play this on Sega CD? But I love Monkey Island, so I had this. This is fairly rare because it does come in just the paper box rather than the plastic case, so it's fairly rare to be able to have one of these, even though Limited Run re-released it, which is stupid, but whatever. Yeah, this is Monkey Island. Fantastic game. Would never choose to play it on Sega CD over PC, but some people are weird, so maybe someone else would like to. Yeah, Sega CD was an attachment. And then last but not least is Sewer Shark. This is another... So, Sewer Shark is in one way the most common Sega CD game because it was a pack-in, but to have an actual box for it is quite rare because it was a pack-in and it just came as a CD. So, yeah, this is Sewer Shark in an actual box. So fancy. Don't have a way to play it. We'll sell it. Hopefully someone will want to buy it. So I decided to get rid of a few more Xbox games. I'd said that I was going to keep Dead Rising 3 and 4 because I love the series. I love the first 2 games in the series. I don't love these 2. I don't need to keep these. So I'm going to get rid of 3 and 4 since I probably won't ever play them again. I would love a new Dead Rising, something more akin to the first ones where like the timer actually matters and where it doesn't feel randomly generated. There's actual like psychopaths and everything in it. Also gonna get rid of State of Decay 2. Again, this is sort of more on the randomly generated side than the first game was, which wasn't really my bag. So that's gonna go. And then also Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. Just wasn't my favorite of the series, and I won't go back to it. So I'm gonna get rid of that as well. Oh, I counted how many games I was planning on selling, and then I forgot the number. So I know, don't tell your cousin. I'm sorry. And then a couple 360 things. Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. I mentioned this is like my least favorite of the Sherlock Holmes games, so I don't need to keep it just for the sake of having a bunch of Sherlock Holmes games. And then the last thing is Raiden 4. I looked into it, and I do remember it wasn't a great game. It's when they released it physical, they put very little content on the disc, and everything else was DLC, like DLC ships, DLC levels. So like the game here doesn't actually have much game to it. So I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. So I'm drinking an Aperol Spritz, which was Michelle's suggestion. I also moved it into a stemless glass just because of all the moving around I'm doing here today. I figured I would most likely just spill it everywhere. All right, so today I'm continuing on with my collection. So I've got PS2, PS1, and NES left to go. So may as well start that now. Thanks, Black Atlas. So starting out with PS2, still going from sort of newest to oldest in alphabetical order. Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. This is a JRPG. I played this way back, like when it was out on PlayStation 2. I'm pretty sure I finished it. I thought it was okay. I remember very little about it. I just rebought it because it was something I already owned. As you can see, it is still sealed. I'm never going to play this again. I'm going to sell this one. This even has like a hang tab on the back of it and everything. The biggest console of the collection, I think it was Xbox 360. A lot of that. And I also kept the most of Xbox 360 compared to the... next up is The Bard's Tale. This was sort of like a remake of the old series of games. It takes it into more of like a kind of top-down, third-person perspective. I thought this game was pretty amusing. I won't ever play it again, though, so I am going to sell this one. Next is Beyond Good and Evil. This is one of my favorite games. I love this one. Just good combination of like action and stealth and photography. So I'm definitely keeping this. I haven't been sorting these or trying to throw them in the right places. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for the Beyond Good and Evil sequel. Although, did you see that the Bloodlines 2 was announced again today? It's being worked on now by the Chinese room, which is kind of strange. They made like Dear Esther and Everyone's Gone to the Rapture, which is surprising. Next up is Blood Omen 2. I am currently playing Blood Omen 1. I will keep this. This is also a fairly new addition to the collection. Yeah, We Happy Few. Oh, that wasn't them? Maybe I'm just making stuff up then. This is Castle Shikigami 2, which is a shoot 'em up. I have not played as much as I would like to of this one, so I'm going to keep it. CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, 3 Dimensions of Murder. I used to play so many of these games. I don't really feel the need to play any of them anymore, so I'm going to sell this. Though I doubt it will sell for very much at all. Dark Cloud. I don't know if I'll ever play this. I feel like this is a game I've gotten rid of a couple times and then rebought. I've never played it. It's sort of like Zelda-y kind of, isn't it? But isn't there a lot of building as well? I kind of like building. I might hang on to this. I don't want to make Travis cry, so. Escape from Monkey Island. I never played this one. Michelle, have you played this one? I know Monkey Island fans get mad at basically every change in art style, but this is like early 3D art style, which doesn't look very good. And also, if I was going to play this, I would probably play it on PC rather than PlayStation. So I'm gonna get rid of this. This is ESPN NFL Football 2014. This is the first game that I got on PlayStation. In fact, the Christmas that I got my PS2, I opened the game before I opened the console, so I knew I was getting it. But I used to sink so many hours into this game. I'm probably not going to play it again, but I'm just going to keep it for nostalgia's sake. All right, next we've got all the Fatal Frames, Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3. Fatal Frame 2 is like one of my favorite horror games. I've played this a lot. I never finished Fatal Frame 1. I kind of got myself stuck midway through it by just burning through all my health items and then getting caught on a boss that I just couldn't defeat. So I'm going to have to try to play this again at some point. And I still do want to play 3 at some point as well. So I'm going to keep all of these as well. Also, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2. I love these games. Should I keep them? Are the remasters on Xbox? I don't own them on Xbox, I'm pretty sure. But I might keep these just for the hell of it. Yeah, I'll keep these ones. They are on Xbox? Yeah, I thought so. Next is God of War. I really liked the first God of War. I haven't played it since it originally came out. I don't think I probably will play it again, so I will sell this. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the only Grand Theft Auto I've ever completed. Very neon, Miami Vice-ish. I'm not going to play this again. I will sell it. Next we have Grim Grimoire. I think this is getting re-released. Did I see that somewhere? I thought I did. It's a kind of like time looping game. About like being in wizard school. I might hang on to this. I think I started it and played like a very small amount of it, but I would like to play more. Indigo Prophecy. This is a fun game that kind of falls apart in the second half. This is one of the Quantic Dream games before Heavy Rain, that sort of narrative, choosing your own path. I actually really like this game, but I don't think I'll play it again, so I will sell it. The opening to Indigo Prophecy is so good. Like, I think it has such a striking opening. And then by the end of it, you're like, what just happened? All right. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. This is a park builder. I actually really liked this. I have a review of it on the channel. Do I want to keep this? I'm probably not going to play it again, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I'm going to sell this. Getting rid of all my Jurassic Park games. So sad. Next up is Kingdom Hearts. I'm not even a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. It looks so good, but yeah, I never played past the first, so I never got into the craziness that is the story of Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not going to play this again. Not a Kingdom Hearts fan, Michelle? No One Lives Forever. I never played a whole lot of this. I think I started it on PS2. I remember I used to always see the PC big box all the time, and I always wanted it, but I never got it. I'm probably not going to play an early 3D first-person shooter, so I'm going to sell this one. Next, we have Playboy the Mansion. I did QA on this game. Well, actually, I did QA on the expansion pack to this game, but I played this game a lot, so I actually really liked it. We made so many like shitty budget shooters, and I was like, ooh, a Sims game with boobs, amazing. So I'm keeping this. The game is a bit seedy, yeah. You're basically running your magazine, so you have to hire writers to write articles, and you have to hire models and do the photo shoots, and then you have parties to like gain relationships with people so that you can get new writers and like new interviewees and new models and things. So it's fun. It's like The Sims, except a lot more sex, I guess. This is Ring of Red, which is one I never played. It is a tactical battle, like strategic warfare kind of game. Lily's drinking, if you can hear that. I don't know if I'm going to play this. I didn't buy this that long ago. Someone at my favorite game store recommended it to me, and it looks kind of cool. There's like mechs and things in it. I might hang on to it, give it a shot, just because I haven't even stuck it in the system yet. So, and next we have the Shadow Hearts series. Shadow Hearts 1, Shadow Hearts Covenant, Shadow Hearts from the New World. Shadow Hearts Covenant is like my favorite JRPG ever. So I'm definitely keeping this. I'm going to keep the whole series, actually, even though From the New World is a bit meh. But I love the series as a whole, so keeping all of those. Shadow of Destiny. This is another like time travel game where you're solving your own murder, I think, and you're going through different periods of time. It's pretty interesting, actually. Like I enjoyed it. I also finished it. Not gonna play it again, so I will sell this. Shadow of the Colossus, another game I adore. One of those games that like my first experience with it was so good that I never really wanted to play it again, but I will still hang on to it for sentimental reasons. Star Ocean, Till the End of Time. I think this is my least favorite Star Ocean game because I hate the character art so much. I hate them. Ugh. I'm definitely selling this. I won't be playing this again. Exactly. Star Ocean 2 is the only good one for some reason. Star Ocean 1 is like decent, is a good game, but yeah, 2 is really the only really good one. Oh. Next we have all the Suikoden games. Suikoden 3, 5, 4. I bought these with the intention of playing and reviewing the whole series. And I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I loved Suikoden 1. Suikoden 2 I found a little bit overrated. Am I gonna play these more 3D-ish ones? I feel like no. I might just get rid of all of these. Yeah, I don't know. Are any of these particularly good? I heard that 5 is like the best one. Can I just play 5 without playing 3 and 4 though? Because I will say with absolute certainty, I will not play 3 more of these. Just play 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. 6-member battle with 60 playable characters. What? 60 playable characters? Why it doesn't have 100? Oh, I guess 108 weren't all playable. Okay, I will keep 5 then, and maybe I will actually play it at some point. But I'm going to sell 3 and 4. I don't really feel any like, oh no, I want to keep it, because I mean, if I do want to keep it, I will just keep it. But a lot of this stuff, I'm just like, meh, I don't need this. Last couple over here, Wild Arms 3. Yet another JRPG. I don't know what was going through my head when I thought that I was going to play and review all of these JRPGs, because that's crazy. I don't think I'm ever going to play this, so I'm going to sell this. And last, X-Files Resist or Serve. This is like a, I don't know, kind of Resident Evil-ish X-Files game. When I tried it, I found it a little bit on the awkward side. I don't think I'm ever going to play this, so I'm going to sell. Okay, that is... No, that one, the FMV X-Files game is on PS1. But that is all the PS2 games. So many games are poorly lit, especially around that time period. All right, I've got a stack of PS1 games to do. You know what? The only thing that makes me sad about getting rid of my PS1 games is that they fit perfectly on the shelf. This little shelf just like fit the exact right number, and it's just a close one, and it just hugs them, and the look of it makes me so happy, and I'm just like, oh no, what if I get rid of half of them? What else will go on the shelf? That's like the one thing that's like, don't sell your games. They fit on the shelf well. All right. PlayStation 1. First thing is Blazing Dragons with the voices of Terry Jones and Cheech Marin. This is a point-and-click adventure game. I started this a while ago. I never really got very far, but I do definitely still want to play this, so I'm going to hang on to this. This is Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. The disc isn't in here because it's in the PlayStation right now because I'm halfway through it. Definitely keeping this. Yeah, it's pretty fun so far. People have been requesting that I review the Legacy of Kain games for a long time, but I decided to start with Blood Omen instead of whatever the second one is. It's here somewhere. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, obviously not selling this one. This is a fantastic game. Yeah, Blood Omen's pretty cool. It's a strange sort of format comparatively, and also I would say if you can play it on PC, play it there because the load times on PS1 are horrendous, and there's so many load screens. Civilization 2. This is something I bought because I love Civilization 2 on PC. I don't think I would ever actually play it on PlayStation. I just wanted a physical copy back when I wanted physical copies of things. I don't need this. I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, I don't know how you play that on PS1 either. I've honestly never tried. I was just like, oh, I'm probably never gonna find the big box for this, so I'll just buy the PlayStation version. Yeah, Blood Omen does have some great blood sucking, and I just got the ability where you can like do it from afar, which is amazing. Yeah, Civ 2 was the good one, where you got a throne room and people could give you presents to tell you what an amazing leader you are. Cool Borders 2. This is one of the games I played a lot on my original PS2. I'm honestly probably not going to play it anymore, so I'm going to sell this one. Yeah, telekinetic bloodsucking. But I was just in a dungeon where it got all tricky because there'd be like a human whose blood you wanted to suck, and then a little slime marching back and forth in front of you. And if you accidentally blood sucked the slime, you'd poison yourself. Next is Creatures. This is another one that I bought because I wanted a physical edition and I was not able to find the PC big box. Actually, if I could find the PC big box for this, I would like that. This is such a fun game. I need to put this in the system. I haven't done it. Just looking at this picture, the graphics look not at all what I remember them to be like on PC, which would not be surprising. Yeah, I'm going to stick this in the system at some point and then make a decision on this later. Yeah, I think you sold me Creatures, yes. Ian Livingstone's Death Trap Dungeon. I bought this because I really like the new Death Trap dungeons that have come out, which are like FMV and more of like a choose your own adventure kind of like text-based dungeoning and dice rolling and things. This doesn't look anything like that. This looks like 3D mazes, which sounds not fun. But again, I haven't actually tried this yet, so I'm gonna try it and we'll see. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9. I'm going to keep all of these just for nostalgia's sake, mostly, even though I'm unlikely to play them again, but I'm gonna hang on to them. Final Fantasy Tactics, a JRPG that I do actually want to play, maybe after Blood Omen? I don't know. I have to play this at some point, or Michelle will be upset with me forever, so... Yeah, I won't sell Tactics, I promise. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Tactics. Next is Gran Turismo. This is another one that I had originally. Why is this like this? I guess I'm missing the manual, but there's only one disc, but it's a double case. I guess just the manual was very large, possibly? I don't need this. I'm not gonna play an old racing game. Oh, this one, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. I haven't played this yet, but I will play this at some point after I finish Blood Omen. Legend of Dragoon, another JRPG I played back when it was current. I actually really like this one. I really like the combat and sort of changing into a dragoon and everything. Yeah, it's a good game. Am I ever going to play it again? No, I'm not. And I don't really feel the need to keep it. So I will sell this. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned that I will have a rough time going to Soul Reaver. Just, just that early 3D stuff. Not a huge fan of it. I don't think I'll regret selling any games moving forward. It's just stuff sitting on a shelf. The Lost World, Jurassic Park. I kind of want to beat this one. I've played, a bit of it. It's just sort of like a platforming, like a platformy action kind of game. But I'm gonna hang on to this one. My one Jurassic Park game that I will hold on to. What else? Maximum Force. This I bought because I love the light gun game. Am I ever going to play it without a light gun? Probably not. I'm going to sell this. Parasite Eve, one of my favorite JRPG / horror games. It's a fantastic one. Really, really want this to get remastered or remade at some point. I feel like, come on, like the Resident Evils are doing so good. Come on, Squaresoft, remake Parasite Eve. You cowards. Keeping it, obviously. Rayman, which is an incredibly difficult game. Like the first world is like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun. And then you get to Bandland and it's just like, fuck you, die. But fun, super bright and colorful. I have a review on this, as well as a little bit of a making of, but keeping. Rhapsody, a musical adventure. This is a very cute game. I really like the music in here. I think it's really charming. I think the game itself is a little bit on the basic side. Like it's ostensibly a tactical combat game, but you don't really need to be tactical at all. But very cute game. Not ever going to play it again. I think it also got a re-release not too long ago, but I'm going to sell Rhapsody. Another one that Burger sold me, Sayuki Journey West, based on the like popular legend. You recruit the Monkey King and Goku, and I think it's basically like a JRPG, sort of, but you can also like customize your characters. I haven't played this yet. I do plan to play it at some point, so I will keep it, obviously. I know, I love the multi-disc cases. They're so nice. Silent Hill. Maybe one day I'll play Silent Hill. Maybe. I mean, I've played it, but I get scared and quit it really early. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this in hopes that one day I will be brave enough or maybe get someone to play it with me. Next is Soul Divide. Burger, did I buy this from you? Or did I buy this from Travis? I bought it from someone. This is a like sort of shoot 'em up with like mythological creatures and things. I actually haven't played this yet, so I'm going to keep it. The radio is a scary gimmick. That's what makes me quit. And then Star Ocean Second Story. Obviously keeping this one since it is my favorite PlayStation 1 JRPG. Just a great combination of sort of like starts a little fantasy, gets really sci-fi. You've got two characters that you can choose from that affect where the story goes and who you can recruit. And yes, best cooking for sure. Great one. It's also getting a remaster. It was supposed to come out this fall. I think it just got delayed, but it will be coming at some point. But I'm keeping this one. Strikers 1945. It's just a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. I played through this whole thing. When I decided that I was selling my games, I was like, oh, I don't think I ever played this one. So I just played through it all. It was fine. I don't need to play it again. Gonna sell it. Oh, Suikoden. Suikoden 2. I'm not going to play these again. I hope someone pays me a lot of money for this one. I'm going to sell both of these. Hopefully someone who will love them will come along and buy them. Prices? Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I will probably go use price charting and look up all of the sold listing prices and like take off like 20% from that or something. Yeah. Figure out how to price things. Also, I know that people at swaps like haggling. I hate haggling, but I'm sure people will lowball and like offer me this. Man, I'm gonna get so mad. 3 hours into the show, I'm gonna be just throwing things at people. Okay, you can tell people now. I'll just stare at them, glare at them, and hope they can read my mind. Tecmo's Deception. This is. I want to spend more time with this one. It's like going into this house and it's all like trapped and I don't know. Everyone's trying to trick you. I'm gonna hang on to this. I want to put some more time into it. Yeah, I don't like haggling. If it's like, oh, I'm buying multiple things, can you do something? Like, okay, but otherwise, the price is a price, man. A Theme Hospital. I love Theme Hospital. This is one where I feel like it would be better on PC, but I always played it on PlayStation, and I really liked it. I feel like the newer ones that came out aren't quite hitting that spot for me, so I'm just gonna keep this one. Thousand Arms. This is an Atlas JRPG. I think this is the one. I put this in because I wanted to see what it was like, and something about it, I didn't like how it looked. Like the art style turned me off. Like all the characters are like little tiny chibi things, and I didn't like it. So I think I'm gonna sell this. Although it doesn't even have a manual in it, sadly. Also, there's a sticker that they put like on the actual disc for all season video. I'll have to try if I can see if I can take that off. From Byesville, Ohio. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this one. I do like weird video store stickers. Actually, what I like even more when people have put the receipts in the cases, I really like that. Next up is Vandal Hearts, which is a tactical game. I'm guessing it's also an RPG. I'm gonna keep this one. I have never actually tried it, but yeah, I'll give it a shot. This is another one that only has one disc despite being a double case. All right, next we have Wing Commander 4. Didn't I keep Wing Commander 4 on PS2? Or was that Wing Commander 5? Oh no, that's Command and Conquer, not Wing Commander. Will I play this? Is this good? I know it's got a good cast. Mark Hamill, Malcolm McDowell. I feel like I'm probably never gonna play this. But I do love my FMV games. I might keep this one, possibly. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it. I'm dropping stuff from inside of it. Alright, I'll keep it. I'll at least put it in the system and see what the game plays like. Because all I really know about is the FMV. We've got Xena, Warrior Princess. I love Xena so much, but this game I don't love so much, so I'm going to sell it. I would say I'm getting rid of maybe 60%. 60 to 70% probably. And lastly, the X-Files. This is the FMV game. I love this game. I remember, I think I got it for my birthday or something one year while I was obsessed with the X-Files. It's actually a pretty good FMV game. The way they did it is cool. And the shooting segments are a little difficult, but great game. I will keep this. Oh, I forgot about long boxes. 1 second. So the first thing is Discworld, which is a point-and-click adventure game. It's got Eric Idle in it. I've never been able to get into the Discworld books. can I get into the Discworld game? I still haven't played it. I would like to play it, so I think I'm going to hold on to this one. Psychic Detective, which is on the rare side. This is another FMV one where you're sort of like hopping into different people's heads to see their memories and things. It was an okay game. I actually did finish it a while ago. I was planning to review it, but I wasn't recording it at the time, and I didn't really want to play it again in order to do that, so I'm going to sell this one. Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer is like one of the first ones. Was it a pack-in that I had with my PS1? I remember for a while, all I had was Ridge Racer and Rayman. Until I got and Final Fantasy VII. Until I got more games. I did want just like the little case, but I could only find the long box of this. But I don't think I need this. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna sell it. Also, you know what I hate about PS1 long boxes is that the spines are upside down. So like this is right side up, but the spine is upside down. That upsets me. And we have Wing Commander 3. So we've got 3 and 4. Yeah, again, I guess I'll hang on to this for now until I've had a chance to actually use it or play it or whatever you do with video games. So much Wing Commander. I'm just such a sucker for FMV. And lastly, XCOM UFO Defense. I love the new XCOMs. I feel like the original XCOM really needed a tutorial because I put this in and it was just like, here you go, play the game. And I was like, I don't know how. I think if I ever do give this a real shot, it will probably be on PC rather than console. So I'm going to sell this. Yep. It's an old game. I really want it. Everyone talks especially about the, what's it called? Terror from the Deep. I need to figure out like how to actually play it though. All right, we are done with the PlayStation. Terror from the Deep, yeah. All right, so we're back. We're on to NES. This is where things are gonna get ruthless. So starting off alphabetically, as always, the first game is Abadox. This was Joris's Abadox. This is a shoot 'em up. It's kind of like a horror, gross, smushy, gooey shoot 'em up. This is an alright game. I reviewed this. I don't need it anymore. I will be selling it. Oh, where's the sticker gonna go? I guess probably on the top, because reviewed so many of these. If you've missed it and want some background noise, I did make a 5-hour compilation of NES reviews. I definitely stole that idea from SNES Drunk. His video is doing way better than mine, though. It's not a playlist. It's one video. Adventures of Dino Ricky. I hate this game. This is the worst game. I'm definitely selling this. It's a surprise I never broke this. Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. This is one of the games that I had as a kid. I haven't broken any games. I've just been tempted to break games a lot. I really like this game. Do I need a physical copy of it? I feel like I could just emulate it if I ever wanted to play it again. I don't need this. Sell it. Next up is Air Fortress. This is another shoot 'em up. It's sort of like maze-like shoot 'em up. I tried it a little bit. I watched my friend Travis, Nest friend. If you want Nintendo reviews, since I'm not playing many Nintendo games lately, go check out Nest friend. This seems annoying. I'm not gonna play this or play any more of this. Batman, the video game. I don't remember which Batman this was. Is this the Batman with the giant sprites or the Batman with the regular size sprites? Either way, I don't need this. Selling. I think Return of the Joker is one with the giant sprites. Battle Chess. I used to play Battle Chess on computer a lot. The NES version is definitely not the best one. It is so slow. Selling this. Bionic Commando. This is actually a pretty cool game. It's really hard to get a handle on the having to like grapple and swing everywhere though. I'm gonna sell this. I'm not gonna buy this. That's the thing with most of these NES games, I'm just like, I can emulate it. I can get a Raspberry Pi or a Mister or something and play basically everything, which makes me wonder, do I need to keep anything at all? Blaster Master, really fun game. Did a review of it. Never gonna play it again. Clash at Demon Head. I mostly just bought this because of Scott Pilgrim. I played like 10 minutes of it. Didn't really grab me. Classic Concentration. This is one that I used to play all the time as a kid. It got to the point where I like memorized all of the things. I'd like reveal 2 spaces and I know the answer to it. But I don't need it anymore. Where are we now? Conquest of the Crystal Palace. It's actually a pretty cool game. You get a little doggy companion. It's a platformer. Fairly tough. I mean, as most NES games are. There is a review of it on my channel. And I don't need to keep it. Next we have Crystallis. I always get this confused with another one. This is either an RPG-ish game, sort of Zelda-y game. Whatever, I'm not playing it. How do I feel about my old NES reviews? All right. They got better as they went. I don't think so. I'm feeling like I'm not going to get nearly as much as I'm hoping for. My fear is that I'm just not going to just generally sell as much as I want to sell, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of stuff left over that I'm going to have to choose between taking it to a store and getting like 40% of its value or working hard for it. Dragon Spirit. This is a vertical shoot 'em up, I'm pretty sure. There's like 700 games with dragon in the name. I played a bit of this. It was fine. I don't need this. Dino Wars. I just bought this because it is dinosaurs and robots. This is a really nice shape and label. The movement is so awkward in this game. Selling it. Faxanadu. This is the one that I always confuse with Crystallis. It's the other one. I'm selling it. Felix the Cat. So this is like my favorite NES game. I played this so much as a kid. I'm gonna just put it aside for now. We'll come back to this. Golgo 13. Everyone tells me this is a terrible game. I've actually never tried it, but I don't think I ever will try it either. Gradius. Shoot 'em up. Don't need it. The Guardian Legend. Another one of my favorite NES games, even though this is one that I didn't play until I was an adult. I'm also going to put this aside for now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's Gunnack, my other favorite NES game. Here's the problem. I love Gunnack. I can easily play Gunnack on anything else. This is like a third of the value of the NES collection. Like, this is worth more than most of everything combined. So, I don't know. I'm putting this aside now, too. Gunnack is such a good shooter. It's amazing. Gunsmoke. This is a pretty fun sort of Western-style vertical shoot-'em-up. I reviewed this a long, long time ago. I am selling it. Hudson Hawk. This is another one I played as a kid. I stole it from my cousins and never gave it back. I don't like this game at all. It is one of my earliest reviews on the channel. I don't want to play this ever again. Hudson Hawk is this very silly film. I like it. It's like a singing burglar. Isolated Warrior. This is actually a pretty good NES game. I reviewed this not too long ago. And when I say not too long ago, I mean like 3 years ago as opposed to 7 years ago. Difficult, but it's got like some sort of like vehicle sections and some shooty sections, some platforming sections, kind of, all in like an isometric viewpoint. Good game. I don't need it though. Journey to Silius is a fun one. Sort of, I think it started out as a Terminator game. I also reviewed this one a while back. Don't need to keep it. Oh, really? You found my channel with Hudson Hawk? That's funny. Of all the videos. And my cousins, yes, they probably were glad I stole it. Never followed up on that one. Just like, oh, we gave Hudson Hawk to Pam and we haven't seen it since. Oh, well. Yeah, Hudson Hawk is such a strange game. King's Knight. I think this is like a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up, sort of, where you have 4 different characters that you play as. I didn't really like it very much. I'm going to sell it. Kiwi Craze. This is one I always meant to play, but I never really got around to. I probably won't ever get around to it either, so I'm going to sell it. I think... Oh yeah, it's got... The label has Pam carved into it, and you won't be able to see it, but I liked that when I bought it. I didn't do it. All right, Legacy of the Wizard. This is actually one that I kind of wanted to play. I heard that Astalon was very similar to Legacy of the Wizard, except, you know, actually fun to play. So I kind of wanted to play it, but I've never tried it. Maybe I'm going to put this aside. I'm probably going to sell it, but I might just like stick it in the system and play it for 10 minutes to see how it is first. Also, I think I have the game manual for it as well. Legendary Wings is another shoot 'em up where you play these winged guys with cool high boots. It's an alright game. I also reviewed this fairly early on in my channel. I'm gonna sell it. McKids. Never actually got around to this, even though it's this sort of cute, hopefully easier platformer type I'd like to play. But I don't need this. Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is lots of fun. I did a review of this a while back. I don't need to keep this. It's still the only Mega Man I've ever played. Never tried the other ones. Like any of the X's or Legends or whatever. Mega Man 3. As I just said, never played this. And don't need to. Oh, there goes some games. Metroid. I couldn't really get into the original Metroid. The lack of map and just the general difficulty was a little hard for me to get into. I don't need to keep this. All right, on to the second stack. Monopoly. I love NES Monopoly. This is, I think, one of my best videos that I've ever made as well. It did really well for a board game video, but I don't need to keep this. I will sell it. Nightshade, which has something inside it. I don't know what. Oh. This is like a sort of adventure-y, but also has a lot of combat in it. Pretty fun game. I also have a review of this on the channel. I don't need to keep this. You can open it up, see what's inside. Pinball Quest is another fun one. I've also reviewed this one. It's like a pinball RPG, which is an interesting idea, even though it can be very frustrating at times. Prince of Persia. This is another one that I had when I was a kid that I never ever beat. The 60-minute time limit is ridiculous, and the spikes hurt, and the jumping is difficult. And I got very mad when I reviewed this. Don't need it. It actually like ran and looked pretty decent on the NES. Like the animations and things looked really good. Rekka, which is Summer Carnival 92. I play on a Retron. I don't even think I can play this on the Retron. I think I played it on something else when I reviewed it. I also did a review on this, as well as like a history of the summer shoot 'em up festivals in Japan, which was fun. But I will sell this. This is obviously a repro whatever, because this was a Famicom game, not an NES game. But I'll be sure to put that on the sticker. I hope the NES games are easy to sell. Section Z is another, I think this is a shooter, like a horizontal scrolling shooter, as far as I know. I will probably never find out, because I'm just going to sell it. Star Soldier. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. I can't remember. I don't think I ever played it, and I don't think I ever will play it. Selling. Star Tropics, another one that I had as a kid. Although one that I don't feel compelled to play again. I played it like I think it was maybe the second video on my channel or the second NES review on my channel. And it was way more annoying than I remembered it. So I'm going to sell this. All right. Super Talking Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy. Also, someone gave this to me at Retro World Expo a couple of years ago. Was it Retro World Expo? I think so. I think it was when I was a guest. I don't think I need Super Talking Jeopardy. Although I played it. I played a few games until I won. Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm going to put this aside. This is another one that So the games that I actually play, like replay, I play Felix the Cat about once a year. I play Gun Neck once or twice a year. And I play Super Mario about once a year. I'll put that aside. There's not too much talking in Talking Jeopardy, but a little bit. Super Spy Hunter is actually a really good game. It's like you're driving, but it's also a shooter. Also, there's some airplane levels. This is really fun. I made a video on it. I think it's also co-op. Yes. Great game. I'm going to sell it. I hope someone else will buy it and enjoy it. Three Stooges, another one that I have reviewed. Actually, this game pisses me off now because when I was trying to make my NES compilation video, I got copyright claimed for using the Three Stooges music, which is absolute bullshit because it's like 80 years old. It's not a very good game. I'm going to sell it. Yeah, it's just a series of mini games of varying quality. Totally Rad. Platformer, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I ever tried this. And I don't think I ever will. Yeah, the boxing minigame's awful. I don't mind the... What is the soup one? Like oysters in the soup? Something weird. Trog, which is a fun sort of puzzly kind of game. I also have a review of this. Selling it. Yeah, oyster soup. Vice Project Doom. This is one that I've actually wanted to play and review. Yet, in years, I have never put it in the system. I'm going to put this aside, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. What's the most you've paid for an item? For a game, I'm assuming. Back when I was with someone who was trying to go for a full NES collection, I paid like $800 for a Flintstone Surprise at Dino Peak as a gift. For myself, I think $200 on Roll of Rose was the most. Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. Not as good as Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I'm going to sell this. I actually was going through my emails with my old video game pal. We used to play scary games together, and we were emailing about the new like PS2 survival horrors at EB Games, and she specifically was like, "Oh, Rule of Rose looks good, but it's still pretty expensive," and so we didn't get it. And I was like, "Oh, damn it." Willow, apparently a very good game. I love the movie. I don't think I'm ever gonna play this though, so I will sell it. Wizardry. This I don't want to play this on NES. I used to play Wizardry 5 on PC. I don't need this. All right, Wrecking Crew. This is kind of a fun sort of arcadey type game. I don't need it though. Xanac, another compile shooter. Wait, is it? I think it's compile. It's all right, but I don't need it. Oh, this pile is getting very large. I will also be upset if I don't make bank. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I remember borrowing this from a friend when I was maybe 7 years old. I never got very far. But I don't need this. I didn't steal it from the friend. I gave it back, just so you know. Zen, Intergalactic Ninja. Another sort of, I feel like, kind of a hidden gem. I did make a review of this. It has some of the nicest animations that I've seen on NES, and it's a pretty cool game. I think, other than a couple of the ones in my keep pile, this is probably the most expensive one in the collection. I don't have anything super rare. Again, other than Gun Neck, but sell this. Star Tropics 2, Zoda's Revenge. Why they made the subtitle the title, I don't know, and it upsets me for alphabetizing reasons. I have reviewed this on the channel. It's all right. Better in some ways than the first one, and worse in other ways, but gonna sell this. I like that you can actually move sort of diagonally in this one, although it also makes jumping harder. And then I just got a couple Tengen ones. RBI Baseball. I used to play this a ton as a kid. And Clax. Also used to play this a ton as a kid. I don't feel the need to keep either of them, though. Also, Zoda has a bunch of really annoying areas. They're like mazes, but with invisible pits in them. And if you fall through them, you have to start all over again. That's like one of the most annoying things you can do. All right, so that's all the NES games. So in my little maybe keep pile, still not sure yet. Felix the Cat, favorite NES game. Do play it frequently. Also worth a decent amount. Guardian Legend, really like this one. I'm actually not sure how likely I am to replay this, despite how much I really liked it. Gun Neck, one of my favorite games on the system. Also, by far, the most valuable game in the collection. Legacy of the Wizard, just because I haven't tried it yet, and I did want to try it. I will play it with a guide. Super Mario Bros. 3, just because classic. And then Vice Project Doom was another one that I did actually want to play that I haven't played yet. So, yeah, my little pile of 6 keep games. So here's the thing. Like, do I actually need to keep these? I can just emulate them somewhere? Even if I keep one single cartridge, I can still play everything on my Retron because you can do that. So yeah, I don't know that I actually need to keep these. I'll probably just think on it some more, decide what I can do. But yeah, going from like, I don't know, 70 NES games to like 6, that's pretty good. Yeah, sentimental value. They're just pieces of plastic. Am I going to buy more vinyls? Probably not. In fact, I'm probably going to sell a couple of the vinyl that I don't listen to much, like Mass Effect. My second copy of DuckTales. Yeah, so that's it for this. I've gone through my whole collection. I'll like count things up and I don't know, maybe post in the community thread or whatever on YouTube to let you know what I'm keeping, like in terms of numbers and what I'm selling. But that's it. Thanks everyone for watching and commenting, and let me know what you think I should sell or keep. That's it for tonight. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you later. If you're going to miss the NES games more than I will, I have a whole 5-hour compilation of every NES review I've done. Or check out another of my videos. I have a Patreon if you want to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.